Hello guys, we're in front of the Aldgate residence right now and we're going to go to Brick Lane Market today and ask people how it's like to be a student in London. So it's like 3 minutes walk from here. Let's go. So now we're in Brick Lane Market, which is like 3 minutes walk from Aldgate residence. Let's wander around. Hello, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Ben.
Ben, nice to meet you. So I've got some questions for you. First, how does it feel for you to be a student in London?
It's a fantastic city to live in. You come to places like this, and so, sort of the student culture around places like this is really good. So it can be a little bit tough on the money sometimes because London's not that cheap.
What do you mean by tough?
Well, in the UK, because we have to sort of go for student loans and apply for that kind of stuff, and it's not always a lot of money. We need help from parents and that kind of stuff. But it's manageable. It's good. You can get.
Another question. So as a student in London, I know there are so many social and cultural activities that a student can do and feed herself. Where did you go for the last time as a cultural activity or a social activity?
Here actually, sort of came and checked out the vintage market sort of last weekend. We got a chance to experience all the different foods because there's another couple of markets in this area. There's one just down the road, so we go to sort of try out the street food, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
You must be loving it. Yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Hello, nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Danny.
So, are you a student in London or have you been a student in London?
I've been a student in London.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 22 right now.
Oh my god, so how was it for you to be a student in London?
I came here with the Erasmus scholarship. So it was it's really nice because it's a really big city. So you can find a lot of things and opportunities, like a lot of cultural events, like a lot of parties and all of that.
So another question for you. There are so many social activities, cultural activities, like you said yourself. What was the last thing you did?
The last thing I did here was I went to in the last Saturday here in Portobello, the street market. I went there to see the live music and the street food and all of that.
So would you recommend people to be students in London?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, because it's like I said, it's a really big city, so you don't even have to go out from London to find something interesting to do, because you can find it here in the city.
This is from Singapore, right? Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. How does it feel like to be a student in London for you?
I mean, it's great because there's the diversity and just all the places you can visit, eat, go to see, that sort of thing.
Yeah, how about you?
As he said, the diversity for me is the main thing. Just being able to connect with people from all different backgrounds, all the different opportunities that we have here, and just the lifestyle in London. It's amazing.
So another question. So here is we have a lot of cultural activities, like a person can feed themselves. So what was the last social or cultural activity you've been attended to?
The last thing I went to was a theatre show in.
What theatre?
It was in Dominion in Oxford Circus. Yeah, that was the last thing I went to see. That was pretty good. Yeah.
That's amazing. How about you?
Theatre, you said. The last thing I saw was Book of Mormon, I think. Yeah, I believe it was the Book of Mormon. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Would you recommend people to come here to London for education?
Oh yeah, definitely.
For education, yeah, 100%, definitely. Yeah.
Hello, guys. Hello. Can you tell me the advantages of being a student in London? How does it feel for you to be a student in the city?
Well, London is a big city, so I think there's more opportunities over here than in other cities in Europe or...
The word opportunities, everyone says that.
Yeah, makes sense. Because even if you study in one place, you can go to many other places and just, I guess, meet different people and see different events.
It's like multicultural, right? Another question for you. So we've got a lot of cultural and social activities around here. So what was the last one you've attended?
Well, that's a good question.
You've been studying a lot, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I cannot remember.
Okay. But would you recommend people to come here to London for education?
Oh yeah, definitely. London is a beautiful city and there's so much to see. Yeah.
I think that the London is a very diverse city because you can find for example this market that you have a lot of options and it's like the vibes are so good and you can meet people from everywhere and it's special. You can walking around and just feel good and different.
So another question for you. Thank you so much for explaining a lot. Another question. So in London we have a lot of cultural and social activities. What was the last thing you've attended?
Maybe dance. Yeah. Yesterday we danced.
So would you recommend people to come here to London for education?
For sure. It's a great place.
Yeah.
You must.
What do you think?
Yeah, I really love it.
Someone's beatboxing there. We love Brick Lane, don't we? So now we're in the backyard market in Brooklyn. Hello! What's your name?
Rosie.
Rosie. So Rosie, I've got some questions for you. First, so you're a student in London?
I am.
So how does it feel like to be a student in London? I mean, what are the advantages of the city?
I mean, obviously it's a really big city. There's a lot to do. So, I mean, if you want to chill, go to the market, you can come to Brick Lane, Shoreditch. Or if you want kind of more upper class entertainment, you can go to Soho.
So another question for you. Do you know we have a lot of cultural and social activities around here? So what was the last thing you've attended?
The last thing I've attended culture, I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, a pub, an Irish pub.
I see your point. So would you recommend people to be students in London? I mean, come here for education.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many types of people that live here from all parts of the world, so it's very, very diverse. So I would say, you will meet a lot of people from different countries here.
Are you a student in London?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so how does it feel like to be a student in London? I mean, what are the advantages of the city?
The advantages, I would say, is the amount of things you have around you, both in terms of fun things you can do and you can experience. It's a lot more than any other place. I've also been a student at campus, so it's very different. You have always so much to do and so many different people to meet.
Which one was the last thing you've attended?
I've been going to yoga classes. I don't know if that counts as social.
Yeah, so you're studying and going to your yoga classes. Are you working or anything?
Yeah, sometimes I do a part-time internship sometimes.
And the last question, would you recommend people to come here for education?
I would, for sure, yeah.
Are you a student in London?
Yes, I am.
How is it like to be a student in the London city? What do you think about the city?
I mean, it's a really cool city. It's very diverse and there's so much to do. It's really nice. It's a cool experience.
Which one was the last one you've attended?
Brick Lane. Here, vintage shopping. It's pretty cool. It's probably the biggest vintage shopping that I've been to. It's all in one spot.
So would you recommend people to come to London for education?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's great. I mean, yeah.
So we were in the Brick Lane market today and we asked people about how it's like to be a student in London. And we've got a lot of common answers, which is the opportunities and the diversity of the London city. I hope you liked it and I'll see you in the next video of The Londonist.